Janine Pirro here with an urgent warning. While we celebrate Trump's historic win, inflation continues to drain your IRA and 401k. And China is now targeting your money with a kill shot on the dollar. That's why thousands of Americans are shielding their savings with gold and contacting the experts at Colonial Metals Group. For a free 2024 gold guide that explains everything, go to freegoldguide.com/Pirro, Pirro, or call 800-965-8004. Don't let America's enemies ruin this victory and steal your retirement money. The experts at Colonial Metals Group are the only folks that I trust to bulletproof your wealth in gold. Go to freegoldguide.com/Pirro or call 800-965-8004, 800-965-8004 for a free 2024 gold guide to learn how you can protect your life's work and if you can qualify for a free home safe and up to $7,500 in free silver now. freegoldguide.com/Pirro.
It's a common sense recap of the big stories. It's Katz and Cosby on 77 WABC.
Well, the market went down 1,000 points today, and Powell hates Trump. Trump hates Powell. What happened? Steve Moore is in the studio. Steve Moore, your analysis. The thing that Powell said that put the knife in the back of the market was he's not going to lower any more rates until next September.
Right.
Who knows if he's still going to be around next September?
Exactly.
Has anybody, when Donald Trump hates you, you're not around long.
You don't last very long.
You don't last very long.
So he had said a couple of weeks ago that he was going to keep Powell until his term is up in mid-2026. Now I'm not so sure, John.
Yeah, his term might be up. President Trump is president January 20th at 2 o'clock.
33 days.
Now, that would be we don't know legally whether Trump has the authority to do it, but the courts would decide that. But look, I think, first of all, I think the economy is fundamentally healthy. I want to make sure people aren't jumping off cliffs here.
The economy is healthy. The real estate industry and the regional banks are not going to stay healthy.
The banks got killed.
They're not going to stay healthy if the interest rates stay up and the real estate industry goes down the toilet.
Well, explain you guys, the reason that the market went crazy is because even though there was a basis point cut of 25, he signaled he's not going to do a lot more for the near future.
That was the knife in the back.
Yes.
Yeah. So now this is something John and I have disagreed with on the show. John likes low interest rates, just like Donald Trump. You love low interest rates.
The real estate industry is going to die.
I know, but here's the problem. I'm going to make the alternative case.
Listen to me. You can carry out San Francisco in a stretcher right now.
Yeah. Well, that's not the Fed's. That's not the Fed's fault. It's going to take more than interest rates to get people to buy things in San Francisco, given all the problems.
Well, that's a different discussion.
Well, it is, but here's the point. Here's what you're missing out, John Katzimatidis.
President Trump says
no more
sanctuary cities.
Yes, no, I'm with you on that.
Although New York State is pushing to be a sanctuary state, we're going to talk with Pataki about that.
But you're going off the subject.
That's going to last about 2 minutes.
Now, here is
that
the point.
long?
Here is the point. Donald Trump cannot allow inflation to go back up. And if you keep lowering interest rates, John, you're going to inflame the inflation. And that's
not going to inflame the inflation.
You don't think?
I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think it has anything to do with it.
We'll do another dollar bet on this, okay?
Well, you know what might inflame the inflation? Did you see this? The EPA granting California the authority to ban sales of new gas cars by 2035. In other words, they can't sell any more gas cars.
Give me a break.
This is crazy.
Hey, are they smoking something in California?
Yes, just like they are in Denver.
And no gas cars after 2035. The EPA of California?
Yeah.
What happens on January 20th at 2 p.m.?
Well, hopefully Trump rescinds it, right? Rudy Washington?
Rudy Washington is with us today, the deputy mayor under Rudy Giuliani.
Well, he could rescind it. I mean, unless there was some rulemaking and they went through a procedure for the EPA, if they just decreed it, President Trump can
because it's the Biden EPA.
Right.
So the Trump EPA under Lee Zeldin can say, sorry, on day one. Don't you agree?
Yeah. No, Trump will. I agree with you. I think Trump will. This is just a shot at the bow at
the
Trump.
Same way. I mean, I didn't understand Kathy Hochul. I just don't understand it sometimes. And I respect her. I love her. She's a great lady. But why would she say let's get rid of the Electoral College. Who's
said that?
pushing that button?
Well,
Yeah, that's the new push.
But
She said
that's
we
their big push.
deserve more
I mean,
New
you
York
need-
than Wyoming.
Wait.
You know,
You
that was
need
her answer.
2/3 of the states to approve it. Give me a break.
They're not gonna want
Somebody
to.
send it with the Constitution, please.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, none of the politicians would ever care about the little states anymore. They would just do all their campaigning in New York and California and Illinois.
Don't forget, every state that Kamala Harris won had no ID.
I know.
Yes,
no
right,
ID.
right.
No voter
Exactly.
ID. No
Okay?
voter ID.
And
Yeah.
I said to every
I
senator,
wonder if that's a coincidence.
I said that to, otherwise there would have been a Ronald Reagan win for 49 states.
Right. Well, that's what they would like to give Kamala Harris or somebody a chance.
Well, the first thing that the speaker should do is pass a bill for federal elections. There must be
Voter ID.
Voter ID.
Yes.
And they got
And you know they're talking
one
about
American, one voter.
Exactly.
California, you know what they're doing? They're sending in we need another 100,000 votes. Send in another 100,000 migrants.
Yeah, and that's
this is crazy.
It's ridiculous. And John, by the way, today it just came out about the Tren de Aragua, which is the big gang. Yeah. Guess what? Remember that Aurora, Colorado complex
We talked
where you
about
saw
it.
the armed gangs? It looked like The Godfather, is seen out of The Godfather.
And they
speaking
tried
of music.
they tried to make fun
Yes.
of President Trump.
Yeah, they said, oh, this is ridiculous. Guess what? It turns out they had another big incident last night. And now 14 members, they believe, of Tren de Aragua have been arrested at that
in New York?
same
Listen.
complex. No, in Aurora,
All
Colorado.
right. The proof is in the pudding. ABC Television, not radio, ABC Television wrote a check for $16 million or $15 million.
Yeah, the settlement.
Fine. All right. So the proof is in the pudding. Who told the truth and who didn't?
Yeah, and he said there's more to come. By the way, we're going to talk with Michael Goodwin in a minute about that.
Yeah, and they're going to sue. They're going to sue
Yes.
Colorado. Iowa,
the poll.
The newspaper
pollster.
that came up with a poster that Trump was 13 points behind 2 days before that he won by 13 points.
By the way, speaking of hogwash, did you hear this, John? And border, Mayorkas just came out a little bit ago, of course, head of Homeland Security. And Mayorkas
A reliable source.
Yeah, a reliable source, exactly. And he said, trust me, we know everything about the drones. We're okay, but we don't know what they are.
Yeah,
but trust me.
we don't know where they came from.
Right.
We don't know where they are.
I mean, come on. And even Biden came out a little bit ago, said there's no sense of danger. We got it under control.
That's what they said about the balloon.
I
remember?
was going to say, is there anybody who feels more comfortable after hearing those kind of
Actually,
comments?
I think you should be worrying because, I mean, we've had a wide open border. I've said it here on the radio show before. You've allowed 30 to 40,000 young military-age Chinese to come into the country. You know they're military. You got 3 or 4 million gotaways that you don't even know who they are, and they could have easily walked a suitcase nuke or a dirty bomb in pieces across that border, and now they're trying to detect radiation here in the Northeast.
Before we go to take Michael Goodwin, one last thing. President Trump is not going to Bed Mitzvah. Maybe the Secret Service recommended he doesn't go since nobody knows what those drones are.
I don't blame him. And he said he is imploring the Biden administration to share whatever they know, but they don't seem to know a lot.
They won't share because they created it. I mean, could you imagine if my theory is correct and they did walk some device across that border? That's treasonous, really, for everybody involved. You set this country up. I mean, and I don't understand why the American public is not angry.
I am angry.
Yeah.
Eden Memorial Chapels understands Jewish funerals can take many forms. Some are Orthodox, while others are more conservative or of a Reformed nature. There's no one better. With services close to all New York and New Jersey cemeteries, Eden Memorial Chapels offer fair and balanced pricing and can provide easy transfer of you and your loved ones to Israel. While you're grieving, they're here to take care of all the details so that you deal with less bureaucracy and have more peace of mind. Go to EdenMemorial.com. That's EdenMemorial.com.
Roger Stone here with an urgent warning. While we celebrate Trump's historic win, inflation continues to drain your IRA and 401k. And China is now targeting your money with a kill shot on the U.S. dollar. That's why thousands of Americans are shielding their savings with gold and contacting the experts at Colonial Metals Group. Gold has protected American wealth through every financial war. For a free 2024 gold guide that explains everything, go to freegoldguide.com/ freegoldguide.com/stone or call 800-747-6589. So go to freegoldguide.com/stone or call 800-747-6589. That's 800-747-6589 for a free 2024 Gold Guide to learn how you can protect your life's work and if you qualify for a free home safe and up to $7,500 in free silver right now. That's freegoldguide.com/stone.